Jamie, obviously a hugely disappointing end to the game. We'll start there. It's 2 goals in the last 2 minutes, basically the last kick of the game. You obviously, the mood in the dressing room can't be great right now, but how do you kind of bounce back from this going into next week?
Same as we've done at times in other seasons I've been here. Recent memory of the Elgin game, you could be 4-0 up there, massively disappointed, and then you don't win the league next week. It's a case of win a game and move on almost, but there's lessons to be learned in all 3 games of this cup for us. Motherwell really good. We effectively lose the game defending a cross late on with bodies in the box. There, a long looping throw and a floaty cross in the box. They're more physical and more bodies wanting to attack it. It looks like, I'm speaking off emotion now, we've just lost, I've not seen anything back. It looks like it's 2 floating numbers into the box. We've got bodies there and nobody's really saying that's my ball, I'm going to go and defend properly. It's kind of looking at the ball between them on saying I hope somebody pulls me in trouble here. The team that have got something to play for in this group still, every player was opposite, they said no, I'm going to attack that. Subs coming on saying bang. So we need to look at that because that cannot keep happening for the season. The timings of the goals well, that's 3 goals, 90 plus in the last 2 games to drop 3 points here and drop a point. There's 4 points in a group that's you're only playing 4 games. You're only playing 4 games in the group, so there's a massive difference between 4 points and 0 points. I know we couldn't go through, but you don't win a league and then lose that winning mentality in the space of 2 months. We wanted to win the day. We never beat Clyde last season, so we had that. We wanted to beat them. They had something to play for. We were at home, always had a good home record. We had loads to play for. Players individually had places to play for. We've got a big, strong squad, so everybody's fighting to get in a team. And well, it wasn't good enough. Even if we were brilliant for 90 minutes, to lose 2 goals at home to Clyde like that is not acceptable whatsoever.
Obviously, before the goal, you would probably said that it was a relatively comfortable game. Clyde obviously had a handful of chances themselves, a couple of great saves from Jack Newman to keep the clean sheet up until those added time. Maybe should have killed the game off before then, a couple more chances.
Should have, that's what we spoke about. Not good enough in both boxes, so I just spoke about all that stuff defensively. Attacking with a very attacking midfield, a very attacking team by the end with Pete, Cammy, Max, Niall, Shanksy and Guff. I think nearly every player mentioned there had a touch in their box at one point. Max's one goes over the bar, Shanksy's one goes over the bar, Niall and Guff had a really good bit of play in there. Even the wee stage before the shots, I think the goalkeeper had 2 saves the full game, never done enough. He seemed comfortable because we had a lot of the ball, but also seemed to have the balls out the pitch for way too long, injuries, stuff like that. Nobody's fault, not their fault, they're not time wasting. We need to, before the season starts, be better in both boxes. We need to know that when that ball drops, if we're going to be a wee bit softer than like we've been there defending, we need to know that when our ball is in the opposite box, we're scoring. That game ends 4-2. 4-2 or 1-0, that's kind of the options. We need to be really good in one of the boxes if we're not going to be in both, because as I said, you can't be 1-0 up and still attacking and leaving ourselves open and missing any chances and then conceding that side. So something we need to work on. Brilliant group of boys. The squad is way too strong to have results like that, and probably performances like that. It still wasn't good enough. It was similar to the Morton game. It was like I don't know. It was like we were running on 80%. It's like it just wasn't. It wasn't there that game in the boxes. I'm going to do my job here, and and in that box I'm going to be the one to score the goals. There was just something lacking. Maybe it's pre-season. Don't know, but we'll need to figure it out.
It was obviously a heavily rotated team from Tuesday night. You're obviously just saying there, it's a very strong squad. You were able to see today, now that there isn't really much to play for left in this group, it gives the boys that haven't really had a chance to start yet that opportunity. Craig McGuffey was selected man of the match today. That was his first start. A couple of more. Adam Cornwell, for example, obviously here last season, that's another start for him. And these games are important, even if we've got nothing to play for now, to see what these guys are capable of.
100%. It was rotated, but it was still same goalkeeper, back 4, Dylan Andy, so still a strong base. The guys that came on, they could be starting every game. just happened in the last few weeks, and maybe the new signings like Guff. I thought Guff looked really sharp, but he knows his cell. There's still that cutting edge. He's still going to get in these areas. He'll be scoring, he'll be assisting. I said it months ago, we can look good in areas and look good at times and build up well, but I would rather we had 10% possession, never touched the ball the full game, and 1-0. We need to win games regardless if it's to go through groups, if it's to win leagues, if it's a friendly, we keep to win. And that's the mentality we've all got, that's the mentality we've all got. It's a winning mentality. We've just won a league, but you can't. We won the league against East Fife. We lost to Elgin the week before, we lost to Clyde the week after, we've lost these 3 games. We cannot let us become a team that accepts losing games, because that, well, as I keep saying, sorry, they boys don't have that mentality. We just can't allow it to happen. We can't become used to this feeling. We need to be this angry, annoyed, upset, and they're arguing, trying to figure it out between us all. And that's no me and Joe and Strat and staff saying players' fault. That's all it is. That's them saying that we made the wrong decision. That's between us all. We need to figure out ways to get going for a season starting. I think I'm quite guilty. I told you the game's just finished. I'm speaking on emotion, but I'm quite guilty of really wanting to win and maybe not appreciating that this is effectively still part of your pre-season. I know it's competitive, but pre-season used to last for 6 weeks. We've had 3 sessions together, 3 friendlies, 2 of them were testimonials. The boys do need to get minutes in the legs, they do need to get touches, they need to get used to the distances, back 4 getting up higher, whatever we're doing we need to get used to it. But we need to get used to it quick, because we've got a big game next week away to Stenny. There's no way we can accept not winning a game in this group, and we're off the back of 3 defeats. And then in 2 weeks from now we've got East Fife up here, who was our biggest challengers last season, in the first game of the new league, so we need to be ready.
There was a couple of little injury niggles towards the end there. Obviously Adam comes off at half time, he's meant to be limping before Craig McGuffey goes down, needs treatment. Is there any news about those guys, how they're doing?
Guff's fine, I think he's fine. I've not really spoke, to be honest. We just went and said our piece and I've come in here. Adam said he maybe could have continued, but there was no point. In 45 minutes you said first start, I believe, or about that. And it was just an ankle, it was impact, or Achilles, I think somebody came down the back of him. But I think long term he'll be fine. I'm hoping Wednesday training and next week he'll be fine, but just safer to bring him off. And
Jack Brown obviously missed out today as well. You've got Kevin Dunn and David Wilson also missed out. Any idea when they could be back?
Dav Wilson shouldn't be too long. He kind of hoped next Saturday, I believe. Dunny had been between kind of next Saturday and the following, maybe. And Jack was a fairly new one. Jack was feeling it at Motherwell game and took him off. Tried to train during the week and felt it. Thursday tried to train, felt it, so just wrote him off today. I don't imagine anyone will be too long term, but there's no exact day on when they'll return.